Hi everybody! Alright, I'm making another video. I've just made two videos today to talk about different things. More of a psychic senses type of conversation about opening up your ability to see and experience the spirit realm. And then I made a video to talk more about my alien experiences, which have been extraordinarily positive, but also some negative alien experiences, and then how I've dealt with those. The negative ones have been very almost traumatizing, right? Not what you would expect from somebody to talk about negative alien experiences. I've been asked this question: have I ever been abducted by aliens? What is my answer to that? I have no memory of ever being abducted by aliens, so I don't know that I could ever say yes to that. However, I have experiences with alien beings that seem to come from an astral plane and into my physical plane of existence. Because I already have a spiritual sensitivity, because I'm already sensitive emotionally and mentally and physically, just sensitive, I can feel certain things, right? And they also project understanding and wisdom in my third eye so that I can make sense of what is going on here. But as a human being, an instinctive reaction is always to fear, right? So sometimes when extraordinary happens that doesn't really fit into the mainstream society or anything that we would denote as real, and it's actually really happening to you, it can be scary. But it also can be extraordinary because, again, I've had amazing, amazing interactions with alien beings. So I'm trying to decide where I'm going to go with this video. I was wanting to talk about anxieties and the expression and experience of anxiety. And I'm just exploring this with my spirit guides as well. The reason I am choosing to talk about anxiety is because of the types of experiences that I have had that has promoted me to sort of push away from continuing to be in the present now and continuing to explore. So, cutting myself off, closing the door, hiding inside and not coming out, and continuing to have certain experiences. So, how have I dealt with anxiety? Their spirit realm is sort of like pushing me in a certain energetic way. So, I'm just going to pause and explore what they're wanting to share or what we can share together. So we'll see what comes here, okay? They're just pausing me out energetically. I'm just getting really relaxed. So they're showing me faces of alien beings. And faces that look like reptilian beings. So reptilian aliens have many different faces, all kinds of different faces. They could look like dinosaur faces or alligator faces or like human faces with really weird ridges. And I've seen different versions of reptilian faces. I've seen reptilian faces that sort of look like a desert lizard with a really massive mouth that kind of opens up like a snake, just opens up really wide. And so it doesn't look like they have really big teeth, though. Or maybe there's teeth in there, but they're smaller. And then they have a flickering tongue as well. Some of them have a flickering tongue, some do not. They're asking me, how am I able to see these reptilian beings and not be afraid? I'm saying I'm not sure. I always loved snakes. I always loved snakes. I always felt a real deep connection with snakes, and my spirit guide or higher self, or I don't know how to define this reflection, my mother snake reflection is what I call it. I revere her. I understand her wisdom and guidance. I respect her, and she is a snake. She's also a divine feminine expression. She understands the terror and the gift of terror that helps to rebirth you in the light of all. So is she evil? Is she good? She's both. She understands the value of destruction and then transformation. So terror that inspires us to be reborn in the light. Terror that helps us to understand ourselves with greater clarity and now come through and be reborn in the light. So talking about anxiety as the gift of fear. Fear, overwhelming fear that pushes us to become stronger than the fear itself and now be the expression of light, so that you can grow from the matted, smushed mess that anxiety creates, the fear tactic, and then come out and grow and glow in the light. Spirit is sharing this message through me. So we are looking at these reptilian beings. I tell my spirit guides that I love them. I think they're beautiful in their various dynamic expressions. I don't feel them to be evil. However, at one time in my life, I did wonder about this because there was such a plethora of YouTube videos that were really showcasing them as an evil race, a race that is promoting the imprisonment of mankind. I don't think we have all the answers to this. I don't think that we do have all the answers to this. How come I can look at them with love and other people just call them out to be, jerks and terrorists and nightmares? What is wrong with me that I could love them? What is wrong with me that I could love demons? What is wrong with me that I could see a demon for what it truly is, which is actually just a soul that has been abused and then has abused itself and disconnected completely from the light and just needs to be loved and then transformed in the light as something far more extraordinary. So the soul then goes through these sort of dark times where then it too can be reborn and transformed in the light and something more extraordinary than before. Reptilian aliens are a reflection of an experience, a reflection of a consciousness. They aren't all evil, okay? Not all human beings are evil either. Some human beings definitely give off the evil flare, right? But not all human beings are evil. Not all reptilians are evil either. Not all of them are. How can we explore a deeper meaning? How can we understand their heart then? As human beings, we have the gift of feelings. Extraordinary volumes of feelings. Feelings that are extraordinary in the dynamics of their color as well. And extraordinary in what they can accomplish. When you start using your emotions to harness the most valuable positive expressions, you can really use emotion for so many good tools and purposes. But emotions, if they're out of control, can really just destroy you as well. So how do we come to the correct version of balance? We can use our emotions to start understanding things beyond what we are choosing to understand them at this time. So I'm just going to continue to explore this. There's a reptilian being that is here, and that I am opening up my arms, and then that we are having a long hug and embrace. This one is a dark green skin. It has quite a larger head like a Tyrannosaurus Rex and sharp teeth of that kind, but stands like a man. Not exactly looking like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, okay? But the face sort of has a projection out like that. I don't feel any disturbance, any concern about this embrace or experience. They say, so you have no fear of this interaction with this reptilian being? And I say, yes, I have no fear. Say, so where is your exploration of anxiety at, Abby? What is the conversation you're wanting to have about anxieties? And I say, well, during this, I talk about this in my other videos, about 2016 and some of the experiences that I had, which were very extreme and very different than anything I have felt before. Because I'd always felt love. I've always felt a loving bond and connection, and I always felt trust. I always felt that sense of presence. But 2016 altered the way that I felt starting in June, right? I called it Nightmare Moon June because it was supposed to be the month of, such a blessing to humanity. But it was like, why don't you just take us, throw us on the burner, and then stab us with a bunch of knives and get it over with? I was like, it was a nightmare. It was terrible. It was a very hard year. So anyway, I had certain experiences that were traumatizing. This one specifically with the snake aliens, which was very disappointing for me, because even I don't really resonate with snake aliens being evil, but yet there are versions of them that can feel quite, they can snuff out your light. They can want to snuff out your light, but sometimes they also can be not that way. How do I describe their dynamic, their emotional dynamic? How do I describe their consciousness? Are they purely super loving, angelic feeling? No, they can feel a little more emotionless, but they also can have a profound expression as well. But in this version of an experience, it was very scary for me. And it was enough that it completely disconnected me from my relationship with snakes, which was so loving my entire life. Loved snakes my whole life, even stopped talking to my spirit guide, higher self, my mother's snake reflection, that I absolutely love and adore, has been like a dear companion to me. I didn't even want to talk to her anymore. This one experience snuffed it all out. This one experience did this to me. It created a vulnerable moment. It only lasted a few seconds, but it was strong enough in the energy of what I was having a connection with my loving alien friend Avery. So it was quickly snuffed out by a very disturbing snake presence. Very disturbing. Again, I do not consider all snake aliens to be disturbing. In fact, I have a very dear connection and love for snakes. Well, anyway, it was only seconds worth of an experience, and it was enough that it just altered me. How have I gotten back on the road? How have I gotten back on the horse again? That was the whole point of why I wanted to make this video, because some of us are having very confusing experiences that are changing our desire to have spiritual connections. Start waking up, seeing something freaky. All right, I'm done. I'm not doing it ever again. No more spiritual connections for me. You can't do it. You have to keep trying to come back, okay? I have kept trying to come back, and I'm still here, and I'm still sharing wisdom. I'm still doing what I do. It doesn't mean that it's easy all the time, okay? And so I want to make these videos to promote those people who are having experiences that are traumatizing, are creating anxieties. I'm trying to make some messages to help you understand that I too have been there, and that this is what I have done, and this is what has helped me, okay? Excuse me, my voice has been having a hard time getting my voice back, but all right. So it's taking me months. And from that experience, I chose not to connect with Avery, try to connect with Avery again, because it was sort of like I saw him, I felt happy in my heart, and then that happiness was punched out by a very scary moment. And then I just don't want to relive it. So maybe if I connect with Avery again, it's going to happen again. And I really don't want to happen again. So I'd rather not connect with love, because I'd rather not experience fear or terror. So now terror and fear ensures that I do not choose to experience love. That's the issue. That's the problem. When terror and fear are inspiring you to not choose love, now there's a real issue here. How many human beings do you feel are inspired by terror and then allow terror to be their excuse to not choose to experience and go beyond and feel love and believe in a spirit realm and believe in loving alien beings? Now we are cutting ourselves off. Now we are separating ourselves from true enlightenment, okay? I too have separated myself from true enlightenment for periods of time because of fear. I too have explored this because it is shocking, unpredictable, doesn't relate to normal day and night type of experiences, and it's confusing. It's massively confusing. And it affects your emotional body in such a way, it creates a massive tsunami ripple, and you do not ever forget it. So, what have I done? I'm talking to my spirit guides so I can follow along this conversation, help you understand, and help make it a useful tool. They're showing me things that I have done. I have spent a lot of time. When I do journey work or healing work on myself, I just lay down. I lay down in bed and I relax. And I have lots of crystals too. You do not have to have a clue about where to put these things on your body to make them work. You can put them anywhere you want. You can use a grounding stone and put it over your heart portal if you want. You know, you can use anything that you want. You can put it wherever you want. It's energy, and it is the energy that activates, and you just choose and you just say, you know what, I don't know what this stone does. I'm just going to put it somewhere because I know there's energy portals here at different places. I'm just going to see what it's like to put it here and see what happens. It's amazing. Sometimes I'll fall asleep with my crystals on me and then around me as well. And it can be incredible what can happen when you do that and you fall asleep, and it's like, it's really positive because the energy is just really amazing. It's an energy blanket that's just all around you. It's constantly in motion and it never stops. And crystals are just like infinite spirits that just never stop loving, right? So I've laid on my bed and I've connected with my crystals. They're talking about step 1. You have to make a choice. The choice is you acknowledge that fear has prevented you from opening up to love. And so you have to choose to decide, A, am I ready to open up to love? Or B, am I not ready yet? If you're not ready yet, that's okay. It took me months to feel ready again, and then to continue to try to explore experiences. And so when I make the choice to open up again to love, now I have to make a commitment to standing by my decision, okay? And how do I stand by my decision? It helps that I'm a spiritual healer, so I can do work in my spiritual atmosphere in order to undo some of these sort of energy clogs that happen, these energy blocks that happen through fear experiences. They create energy blocks. What do energy blocks look like? They actually look like building blocks. They actually look like kids' blocks, and they're black, and they come out of your energy portals. So what energy blocks look like? They look like other things too. They can look like all different kinds of things. I know I see energy blocks when I do spiritual healing work. But it's not always about what is pulling out energy blocks. Sometimes we have to go through scenes of understanding. When I go through scenes of understanding in myself, sometimes I'm forced to face my fear. So I have to actually go into the scene and face the fear that caused the reaction in the first place. So we have to go step back and we have to face the fear. And we have to look it in the eyes, and then we have to acknowledge that it was a moment of learning, and then it was a moment of transformation, like the snake. The snake looks you in the eye, it gives you the moment of fear, and through fear can you be reborn. So I have this moment of fear, and now I'm choosing to go back, face my fear, and then be reborn by it, okay? So I look into my fear, and you can do this. You don't have to go into your spiritual atmosphere to do this. You can just choose to visualize the moment that created the fear in the first place. You visualize it, and now you enter into that experience. You feel it. You breathe it. You experience it. It makes you want to cry. But you stand there and you hold hands with Archangel Michael. You hold hands with Archangel Uriel. You hold hands with Archangel Metatron, whoever you need. And you go there. And you just stand there, and you just allow. You allow this experience to take place. And you open your heart and you say, I understand that you are the fear that is helping me to grow and become stronger than this. I am sharing love with you now, which is what I should have done in the first place. But I was scared, I was confused, my emotions got the best of me, and now I'm ready to be strong again. And so you fill those experiences with love, okay? And that's what I do as well. It takes time. We're human beings. You have a traumatizing event. It takes time to be ready to face the trauma and then heal it. Heal the trauma, heal yourself, heal from it. It's important that you do this, though, or else you are going to remain living in the moment of the trauma, and it's going to stay there, and it's going to keep its foot on top of you and make you feel like you can't get up from it. So do not stay in the closet, okay? Come out and choose to experience love again. So in this moment, I have chose to face various experiences of fear from different versions of experiences. Psychic attack experiences with very shocking, scary alien beings, which I had never experienced before in my life. Even experiences of trying to have a loving connection with alien beings that ended up not just, the relationship was on two different pages, and then having to come out of that and then trust to talk to new alien beings again, to trust to talk that I can have good experiences again. So you just keep choosing to trust and choose to love. These experiences are happening for a reason. They're not fun. They are not fun to have. We want our traumatizing experiences to be, shoot, I left the oven on, and now it's just, I wasted all of that, gas, and now I'm going to have a huge bill this month. We want our traumatizing experiences to be those, the stupid moments where we did this, not scary alien being, now I can never experience love in the spirit realm ever again, and I'm not talking to Avery ever again. Like, that doesn't even fit into the landscape of normal reality experiences. But let's be real. We're human beings. We're suppressing reality, and we need to come out of the woodwork and start saying, I have had these experiences. I have had weird alien experiences. I can't really understand that weird dream I have. I don't know why I keep waking up in a place that looks like my house, but it's not, and I can see my body laying there in bed, and there's some scary energies in here, and I don't know what to do. We need to start coming out of the woodwork and acknowledging we're having weird experiences. We need to start opening up to each other and start helping each other and start loving each other. What do you think this is right now? What do you think all of this human awakening, human ascension is right now? Are we going to choose to stay suppressed and just let this world continue? We're all sick of it. We're all bored of it. We're all annoyed by it. Or are we going to say, okay, I am bored of it. I am sick of it. I am annoyed by it. What can I do to make a difference? You know what? I'm just going to start being me. I'm going to come out. I'm going to make some really lame, probably lame YouTube videos but I'm going to try, dang it, and I'm going to share my experience. If people don't like it, then screw them. At least I'm trying. Because guess what? Abby Normal has made those lame first starter YouTube videos, and now here I am still making YouTube videos. I have a full-time business, and I am making an impact in this world. And so let's see what else here. So my spirit guides are emphasizing I am making this video to promote people to not be afraid. How am I promoting you to not be afraid? Do you feel like I'm doing a good job promoting you to not be afraid by talking about experiences that have been scary for me? They're wanting to emphasize that I choose to be a positive voice all the time, that I have normal life experiences just like everybody else, and I have experiences that are confusing and they're difficult to go through and they're emotional, right? But I can get through them, and just like you can get through them too, okay? I'm a supporter of you. I'm telling you, you can do it. If I can do it, dang it, you can do it. I swear to God, you can do it. Do not allow yourself to feel like beaten down by this, okay? Come out of the word work and then allow your heart to grow, allow your expression to advance, allow yourself to be a part of this world, a part of this universe. Things are changing. Things really are changing. Do you believe that things are changing? Do you feel like things are getting better? If you look at the last, 30 years just with spirituality, it's amazing how things have changed. Because spirituality 30 years ago was still go to church every Sunday, and any talk about, talking about alien beings was still that was very unusual. And talking about the types of spiritual experiences that I have, even talking about psychics being real, it was just still kind of like, yeah, I don't think so. There is no spirit realm. A lot of people feel you just die. There is no God. There is no heaven. There's different versions of experiences people were having 30 years ago, and now it's quite an open door. I do thank YouTube and Google for this. I do thank technology for helping us to have open doorways to each other's hearts and experiences, more than just a library. You have to go pick up a book and then have the time to read it. You actually can just flip this on, listen to it on Bluetooth while you're driving to work in the morning. You know what I mean? So we can start having these awakening moments, start realizing we're all on the same page. We're not individuals. We're not alone in this world. And start promoting and helping each other. So let's see. My spirit guides are asking you, do you think I'm doing a good job? Do you think that this video does promote a positive voice about helping you overcome anxiety? Do you feel like it does? Be honest with me, because I am really wanting to honestly make videos to help people with challenges, spiritual, psychic challenges, spiritual challenges, alien being type challenges. I am still learning. Okay? And I too can feel vulnerable. I too can feel fearful. But I also have the ability to sort of stand here before reptilian beings, give them a hug, and tell you it's not as scary as it looks, okay? It actually, there really is love in this world. There really is love in this universe. And it was love that created the reptilians in the first place, just like it was love that created us in the first place. And it's just like love that it will help you overcome your fears, just like love has helped me overcome my fears. And now love is the voice that is promoting me to make this video today, to help you in your life somehow, some way, to give you some idea, something different, something new, a different way, a different approach, a spiritual approach. Connect with the angels, okay? Connect with your heart. Connect with your intentions. Know that you are loved and you're not doing this thing alone ever. You're never doing it alone. They're talking about the moments when something, it's literally could be seconds worth of a time, but it's loud enough that it's like you just got hit by a Mack truck. And now you're just sort of like still seeing stars going around your head 2 months later, because it's hard to kind of come out of that moment, that moment, even if it was only seconds long, minutes long, to come out of it and then say, oh, I can do this again. Some of these moments last several weeks. I've been endured psychic attack for several weeks. It makes an imprint on you, but you can, when you start to realize your power, realize that psychic attack is actually something you do to yourself because you become mentally and emotionally vulnerable. You can stand up against it and you just disconnect. It's like, la 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 la, I don't hear you. I'm actually choosing love now. I don't relate to any of this. I do not relate to what is going on. Doesn't matter if you can feel it, smell it, see it, experience it with alternative senses, spiritual senses. It isn't your truth. And it isn't the truth you are choosing to have. And you can walk away from it. You really can say no to it. You really can walk away from it. You choose to explore everything that is love. If you got to watch happy joy videos and immerse yourself in funny baby laughter and silly cats and cucumber videos and turn on the happy joy all day long and feed it to yourself in order to disconnect from the terror event, then do that, whatever it takes. So, I'm just talking to my spirit guides here, and then there's some value here to the fact that I can have a spiritual conversation and also alien conversation, because they are the same. How do I talk to alien beings? How do I talk to spiritual beings? Here. Talk to them here in my third eye, and then I talk to them in my heart. Do we talk in a language? No. We talk through energy patterns. We share each other energy beings. I translate the energy being as a download of information. It's like downloads processing in a very instantaneous energy being, and now I understand what you're telling me. I don't know how to define how that happens, but if you don't feel like you're psychic, you get this all the time. You just aren't choosing to be aware of it yet. You will become aware of it the more you develop your psychic ability. And making plenty of videos to help promote this. I have a how-to playlist where I'm housing some of these videos, and then just some of my channeled wisdom. I have a playlist of all the channeled wisdom. You can explore that too. There's some videos in there. I think this is all I'm going to share for this. I'm just going to do one more conversation with my spirit guides to see, because we're wanting to balance out the spiritual explorations and the alien explorations. What would give one anxiety does not give anxiety to another, but why? When you do have experiences of anxiety, allow yourself to trust that love is real and that love is the force that you need to connect with to overcome. And don't be afraid to re-enter the moment or the experience that scared you, and then face it with the help of your angels, with the help of your spiritual guides, with the help of love. You literally take the energy of love, and now you translate it into faces, and now those are your spirit guides, and you translate it into energy. Now those are your spiritual animals and your angel guides and everything. You translate love. Those are your soulmates. Surround yourself with millions of reflections of love. Surround yourself, have yourself in the center of them, with them all around you like your bodyguards, and go into these moments and know that you are loved and you are safe, and it is okay to look at the experience, to feel the scary of it, to know that it really was as scary as you thought it was, but you know what, you're still standing here, you're looking at it, you're sharing love with it. The more you do this, the more that energy will start to just evaporate into nothing, okay? When I do spiritual healing work and I enter into the spiritual atmosphere of those who have anxiety, it's very traumatizing for me because I experience your fear. And fear has a very disturbing energy reflection. It feels like acid burning. Fear feels like acid burning. And so I experience acid burning energy, but that can be purified with love, just like that. So I just allow myself to be in the space. I fill the space with love, and now that this wiggles out, sort of translates anxiety into love energy, and then that just sort of filters out of your spiritual atmosphere, and now you are filled with more love, more inner power, more inner strength energy, and now you are further disconnected from the experience of anxiety than you were before. And I'm telling you, spiritual healing is massively effective for anxiety, because what is anxiety? It's fear. What is fear? It's energy. It's energy that feels like acid. You take acid energy in your spiritual atmosphere, and then you put love in it. Love dissolves acid energy and fear, and now all that you have left is love. And so love then heals, and you feel love. You actually do feel it. You actually do experience it. It's worth it, okay? It's worth it to explore love. Love over fear, and let love dissolve your fear. And trust me, I'm pretty happy. I am pretty confident. I have my moments, and I've overcome my moments as well. So I want to show you that you can overcome these moments too, okay? And so if you need help overcoming these moments, you can always connect with me, and I would love to help you. Soul Rebirth Journey is massively effective for anxiety, and that's 90 minutes of spiritual healing. Me in your spiritual atmosphere, helping to dissolve your anxiety and fear energies and to release those, helping to suppress that ego voice, helping to do energy work to remove energy blocks and all kinds of stuff. And 90 minutes is massive. It's a massive amount of time. So what is 90 minutes to us? Go into your spiritual atmosphere. 90 minutes could be 20 years of energy work. Like it's different. What is an infinite time? What is our human experience of time? It's different. So it's amazing what can be accomplished in just one 90-minute healing. And it is effective. It is extremely effective. If you're interested in exploring that with me, definitely visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. You owe it to yourself to experience spiritual healing. I do also spiritual healing in 15-minute or 30-minute increments, and that too is valuable. And you can give yourself just a little taster if you want to just try it for 15 minutes. And it's amazing what even 15 minutes can provide. Spiritual healing is pretty cool because it not only provides the energy work, it provides the wisdom as well. So you get a psychic wisdom service with energy work, and it's just a huge step above all the rest. Even if you have questions about career, I want to make, I'm feeling down and out about my job, and I want to experience something better than this. I can do energy work to help promote you energetically and help to make sense of what this career is all about. So you not only get the wisdom, but you get the energy work to help really influence a more positive experience of this career journey of yours. Whatever it could be. It could be anything. Spiritual healing works with anything. Anything that comes to mind that you want energy work done with, I can explore it. I don't know why. I have this thing with apples. Always liked apples. But for some reason, I keep getting bruised apples. I would really like you to understand energetically. I mean, it could be anything. It could be even so nutty and weird. And I could explore it, and there's meaning and value to it that helps us understand you. It's really cool. You can journey into anything. You can journey into a mole. You can journey into a weird tooth. You can journey into a strange twitch or a weird dream. You can journey into anything and everything. There's a spiritual explanation, and there's an energetic explanation and pattern to everything. It's really cool. So if you're interested in connecting with me, definitely visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. I hope this video helps. I don't know if it's going to be helpful or not. Let me know what you think. I'm really in the mood to make more videos to just talk and just be myself, tell you my personal experiences, normal Abby type things, and how I've overcome them, and just give you advice on how you can overcome them. I do have some write-up. I did a write-up on like psychic attack, demon, and negative entity type experiences and how to overcome those very quickly if you're having those experiences. I'll put a link in this video so that way you can I think I can link it. It's in my website under writing. But if you need help finding it, just email me and I can send you a link to it. But I'm going to try and put a link like right up there. There's a button and with some drop down. And I'll put a link to that as well, so that way it's accessible if you need. It's just some written advice on how to help yourself through that. I also, please explore my healing, Heal Now playlist. Got crap tons of videos in there, and don't go crazy. Just one video a day is going to be massively effective, because too much energy work, the body has to process that. Whether you feel the energy work or not, your body has to process it, so it can be draining. So if you do a heap of videos, you might find yourself feeling really drained, and you could even get sick from it, because the body can get really overwhelmed by too much energy work. So 90 minutes of energy work a day is actually, I won't do more than 90 minutes for a single person I won't do another service for 2 to 3 weeks, because energy work lasts for a long time, and the body is continuing to process that even weeks after the work is done. So, all right, that's all I'm going to say for this video. Dang it. I have made 3 videos now, and I've talked my rear end off. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been helpful for you. Again, my website, I don't know if I mentioned or not, it's abbynormalswisdomquest.com. So visit me there. I'd love to connect with you and help you in your life. So thank you again for watching my video, and thank you for supporting my channel.